video 8.1, day 2. So this is on page 6 in your packets. Translations, day 2. Do you remember what a translation is? Hopefully, we just did it in class. A translation can be vertical, horizontal, or a combination of vertical and horizontal motions of an object. And we also call translations, as you see here, the little memory tool, slides. Translations are also slides. Ms. Milano, so we're still in the B volume of the textbook, chapter 8, 8.1. Ms. Milano is a builder planning to construct 3 houses on 3 nearby lots. She has located the position of the first house on a map of the lots and plans to locate the other 2 houses, A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime, and A double prime, B double prime, C double prime, D double prime, using the following translations. A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime is the image of A, B, C, D under the translation 5 units to the left and 1 unit down. So I'm going to start and do just A to begin with. So A says 5 units left, so x minus 5, and 1 unit down, y minus 1. So that's what's happening to my coordinates. So A prime, 5 left, takes it over to 2, negative 2, 2. B, 5 units left and 2 down, takes it to 0, 2. You can count the graph paper as well if you want to do it count by counting. C's image will go 5 left, so 5 minus 5 puts me at 0, and 1 unit down puts me at 0, 1. And D's image will go 5 units left, and it's a rectangle, so I know it's going to go under A, and it's going to be at negative 2, 1. So I'm going to use my graphing tool as I usually do, and I'm going to connect my A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime using a straight edge. And now I've completed part A. Part B says A double prime, B double prime, C double prime, D double prime is the image of A, B, C, D under the translation 4 units down. So it's just going down. So that second translation is just doing x staying the same and y minus 4, 4 units down. So A, 4 units down, if it's at positive 3, is going to go down to negative 1, A double prime. B double prime is going to go down to also negative 1, so 5, negative 1, B double prime. Notice I'm putting double primes on here. C double prime, 2 take away 5, or 4, excuse me, will put me at negative 2. And D double prime will come down here. So 2 again, take away 4 would be negative 2. And using my straight edge, I'm going to connect these points. I'm going to move that over just a tad. And I've completed a rectangle ABCD, moved first to the prime image where we went 5 left and 1 down, and then to the double prime image, just 4 down. If there is no graph paper, and we talked about this on yesterday's video, you can complete a translation with a simple addition or a subtraction. If you want to translate, for instance, A, which is 0.11, 5 units to the right and 4 units down, you would add 5 units to the x coordinate and subtract 4 units from the y coordinate. So in notation, it would be x plus 5 and y minus 4. I've been doing that. Which direction are you moving? If it's plus 5, must be that I'm moving right. And And minus 4 must mean that I'm moving down for my y values. And what are the coordinates of A's image then? Well, 1 plus 5 would give me 6. And y, which is 1 minus 4, would give me negative 3. So my image, A's image, would be 6, negative 3. You've been seeing me do this. Number 2, let's try a triangle. A triangle has the coordinates A at 2, 1, B at 3, 2, C at 1, 4. It is moved under the translation 2 units left and 3 units up. 2 units left. So that's an x minus 2 move, and 3 units up, and a y plus 3 move. Find the coordinates of the image triangle A prime, B prime, C prime, then state the new coordinates for any point under this translation. Well, I already did the any point. I did it off to the side here. It would be x minus 2 and y plus 3. I actually did that first. So if I'm going to subtract 2 from A's original point and add 3, well, 2 take away 2 is 0, and 1 plus 3 is 4. 3 take away 2 would be 1, and 2 plus 3 would make 5. 1 take away 2 is negative 1, and 4 take away 4 plus 3 would be 7, not take away. So I followed my rule here, subtracting 2 from the x values and adding 3 to the y values. A little practice of that. Number 3, a crane moved a cargo pallet from ABCD to other positions on the ship's deck. Find the coordinates of A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime under a translation that moves each point, PQ, to P plus 4, Q plus 1. So they're adding 4 to the X and 4 to the P and adding 1 to the Y or to the Q. Copy and complete the table. Draw A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime on a graph paper. Do I have that graph paper here? Is it on the next page? Where's the graph paper? Draw it on graph paper. Maybe it's coming up on the next one. Let's see. Okay, so P plus 4, so it's plus 4 and plus 1 is the rule. So negative 2 plus 4 would give me 2, and 1 plus 1 would give me 2. Plus 4 and plus 1. So 0 plus 4 gives me 4, and 1 plus 3 gives me 4, and plus 4 and plus 1. 2 plus 4 gives me 6, and 1 plus 1 would give me 2, and plus 4 and plus 1. 0 plus 4 would give me 4, and negative 1 plus 1 would give me 0. Let's see if that graph, oh, here it is. So it's on the next page on mine. So we have to graph our new square from the page before, but you have it on the same page there. So A prime, we said, was 2, 2. B prime was 4, 4. C prime was 6, 2. And D prime was 4, 0. So I'm going to use my ruler tool. You should be using a ruler or a straight edge. A, B, C, D, all the primes connected, gives me, yes, a congruent figure to A, B, C, D originally. Okay, so that was from the page before, which was part A. Part B here says, the position of A double prime, B double prime, C double prime, D double prime is shown. So they've already drawn it for us. State the new coordinates of any point x, y under the translation from this original figure here to this figure, the double prime figure. So what happened to A? Let's check A. So A went to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that looks like an x minus 4. Oh, is that tool still on? That tool is still on. So that looks like x minus 4. And my y values went from 1 to 4, so y plus 3. Well, that's the A. Let's just be sure. I'm going to try B. 0 take away 4 would be negative 4, and 3 plus 3 would be 6. So yes, any point under the same translation, the same slide, 4 left and 3 up, would be an x minus 4, y plus 3 movement. Number 4. I think I'm going to leave number 4 for you to do, and we'll go over that one in class. I'm going to go on to number 5. So you can pause the video. You have to think a little bit here to come up with a rule and then apply it to the other points. You do number 4 on your own. We'll go over that one in class. Let's go to number 5. A computer program T instructs a robotic arm to move an object on the coordinate plane 2 units to the right and 3 units down. The object at point P is translated by T, by that translation that says do 2 units to the right and 3 units down. So sometimes you see it written like this with a big capital T. Sometimes you just see 2, negative 3, which means add 2 to the x, subtract 3 from the y value. So under the translation, P is moved to P prime. Find the coordinates of P if they give you P prime. So P prime has already undergone adding 2 and subtracting 3. So you got to work backwards here. Because this is P's image, and it already had the 2 added, so I could subtract 2 to get the x value, which would give me 1, and I would add 3, which would give me 3 plus 3, which would give me 6, my new y value. So P's original point, 1, 6. So I'm just going to check it. Let's see. 1 plus 2 does make 3, and 6 take away 3 does make 3. So yes, you kind of had to work backwards or do the inverse and subtract 2 and add 3 to find that answer. And here's a little notation that I wanted you to know, so hopefully you wrote that down. Number 6. A line has the equation y equals x, and it is translated up by 3 units. What is the equation of the new line? How do the slopes of the line and its image compare? Line has the equation y equals x. Okay, well, we just did this. Y equals x. So m is 1, up 1 over 1, and b is 0. So if I graph that, which, yes, I do want you to do, y equals x splits my Cartesian plane here, my coordinate axis, diagonally in half. And I'm going to label that y equals x. Make sure I have arrows on both ends. And it says it's translated up. Well, up means take the y value and add 3. So this point, for instance, here, 2, 2, if I add 3 to the y value, it puts it up here. Okay. And if I take the point to the origin, 0, 0, and I add 3 to the y, it puts me at my new y-intercept of 0, 3. And I should have another point. Let's see, I'm going to take this one down here just because. -4, -4. If I go up 3, let's see, I have 3 points. I'm going to connect that using my line tool there. Let's see if I can do this. It's a little off. Okay, so what is the equation of this line? Well, it's still going up 1 over 1. And it now has a y-intercept of 3. So y equals x plus 3. What is the equation of the new line? Y equals x plus 3. How do the slopes of the line and its image compare? Same slope. Up 1 over 1, right? Same slope. I graphed some points. And this is what I came up with. Yeah, same slope. How do the slopes compare? They are the same. M equals 1. Up 1, over 1. And that's it for today. We're going to do some more translation in class tomorrow.